a daisy.
Hi there, everyone. Thank you for choosing to come and watch this video. Before you get all knees deep into it, I just wanted to explain very briefly about what this video actually is and what it's about. It is not a how-to. It is just me practicing what I have recently been taught by my own flight instructor and me attempting to fill out a navigation log. It shouldn't take me 2 hours, but it's because I'm learning and I make mistakes, and I'm sure I made mistakes. Basically, it's me practicing, and if anyone that knows what they're doing sees me doing anything wrong, they can put it in the comments, or if my instructor sees maybe they can put in the comments. It allows me to work. It also demonstrates the point that I was saying in my other videos, that the things that we take for granted, we all start out like this. Slow, stumbling, making tons of mistakes until we do it again and keep repeating it until we get it right. The process of writing things down so our minds can adapt to learning it quickly. I wanted it to be a reassurance to other people that are learning this too, that you don't automatically pick this up and just know instantly how to do it. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Towards the end, you see me struggling, like figuring out how to do the ground speed, and then suddenly, right at the end, I figured it out. It's like a light bulb. I'm wondering, like, why didn't I realize this, and how could I forget it? Because I knew it, but I forgot it. But then I remembered, and it demonstrates and shows you how to work through a problem and how to teach yourself. And you don't automatically need to go jump into other people for help, but you see me using resources, using the iPad, using the other flight navigation log that we did with the class, and so forth. Basically, this is going to be a simulated flight. Like, if once I get a navigation log that I do on my own without help, without prompting, without using cheats, I'm going to use it as a simulated flight on X-plane unless we can start flying for real. In the meantime, I'm going to be using X-plane. So I'll shut up now and enjoy the rest of the video. Hello everyone, it's me again. So here we are. It's morning already. For some reason the battery's almost dead, but never mind, I thought I had it charging. So, my first attempt... Oh, great. I think I've messed it up. Yeah, I did. My first attempt yesterday is being saved. Let's see if I can beat my time. I'm going to use the same route. RPM I'm going to use is 2200 still.
Um, so I'm just filling this in. Some of this it doesn't need to be repeated, so that's why I'm just filling it in without saying. Alright. Just going to turn the volume down on the music. Yeah, I've been doing a 30 day challenge on Facebook and Twitter. Alright. So I know my course, I'm taking off from Gabe and I'm heading to the East Texas VOR. And I know my course is going to be 250. And, well, 2 course that is. And the attitude that we're going to is 4,500. I'm keeping the wind direction 270. I'm gonna make I'm gonna change the velocity from 15 to 20. But keeping the temperature the same, just so I have something a little bit different. Now this is where I screwed up yesterday. I didn't have the performance chart for landing and for takeoff. I mean, now the one that I have The POS I have on my iPad, I downloaded it from the internet for the 152, and someone's already written inside of it, which makes working out 4,500 quite easy. Since 3,500 is 8 temperature, indicated airspeed is probably 65.5, but 65. So 4,500. It's gonna be 8. No, sorry, 6. I'll say 64.5. Three. How did I get 530? Because it's 590 for this, and at 3,500 it's 570, so they're taking 20 off, then 20 off again for 550, so I took 20 off again. So we'll be climbing at 530 feet per minute. So our time will be, I'm going to say 7 gallons for the climb. We'll use 1.0. So from the takeoff to the top of the climb is 8 nautical miles, we'll say. The distance, I should say and point out that I noticed yesterday that the E6B has its own little ruler or measuring device that's slightly more manageable compared to the plotter. Plotter being big and heavy. So the top one is the that's statute, this is nautical. So for the sectional chart, put the 0 there. So 6:37:30, 8 to the east tracks the town VOR, which is what we said yesterday. And 11, 12. So 38 plus 12 is 50. So yeah, the total distance of the journey is 50 nautical miles. So we'll put this at the top, not at the bottom, because that's going to be the actual distance we covered. So this is one of the other mistakes. After I'm going to put TOC, top of the climb. I'm flying 250. So how did I get that, or how I know it crashed? I'll figure that out later. So the reason why I figured that is because I know it's basically 10 miles from the airport to the edge of the Charlie airspace. So assuming I take off, for example, if I take off runway 24, even though I can't. So let's do it this way. Six, 7, 8. So the top of the climb only takes us as far as there. 10 miles out, we're almost at the VOR. So we haven't gone the full distance. So the East Texas and we can get the frequency on the off the map, which is 110.2. And ET6. So we know the distance between the airport and the VOR is 12 nautical miles. From the airport to the top of the climb is 8 nautical miles, so 8 minus 12 gives us 4. So we're gonna do 4 here. Magnetic variance is at 12 degrees, so I'm just going to put 12 on the variation. And then Kutztown is the next checkpoint we decided. And then the next one, I'll be able to see start seeing the airport. Of Reading. And then Denver. Which is going to be our top of descent. I'm going to put TOD in brackets. K, L, and S. And I'm gonna ask for 1/8, and that's. I'm not gonna worry. I use the VOR. Even though I didn't really need to, because the VOR is on top of the airport, so 117.3 is the VOR. .3, and the ILS is 108.7. And alright, so once we get to East Texas, where course changes to 230, 230. All the way. Oh, there we go. That would help. Oh, what did we say? 75. So we need performance chat. For the takeoff indicated airspeed is 64.5. So let's put this back to 100. Two 70. Two, three, four. So plus 4. Uh, So about 75, 78 is the ground speed, which is correct because it takes 70 to climb. Oh no, hang on. Let me make sure that's right. You said +4. Which is the line here. This goes down. (64.5), which is there. So ground speed is about 48, 49. We'll say 49. And we'll be going 64.5. (64.5). Why did I write 12 in there? Never mind. So 250 plus 4 is 254. Oh, let's put which is 254. So we're going to fly a compass heading of 266 to be flying the course of 250. Magnetic variation, I don't know that because it's X-plane that we're going to be using. So back to 270. We'll put this back to 100. And we're going to be 230. I'm going to be using 22,000 revs, 790. And 4.6 is a GPH. Speaking of which, we're going to add a 0.8 for taxi. I was wondering if we had to times that by 2, because I mean that's only for 0.8 for engine start and taxi and takeoff, but you gotta land and taxi at the same time, so. So 2, 4, 6. So it's still 6. It's still plus 12. So 230 plus 236 is 236. Plus 12 is